Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to MotoGP 18, and welcome to COTA in Austin. So as you can see, and like I say, every week, I don't know a better way to do this, but whatever, this is what we got. So as you can see, we won again. Let's hop right into a replay, and I'll tell you what's up. So where it's at in this game apparently is doing the development programs. This looks like slow-mo. I don't want to go slow. I want to go fast. There we go. That looks a little better. Is that too fast? That looks slow. That looks fast. Let's try that one. Isn't this professional? It's what you call a YouTube video. Right. So where it's at in this game, I found a ton of videos online. In fact, when this first came out, before I was playing it, when I was just watching people play it, it seemed like every video that I saw, people were like, oh, I'm such a noob at this game. I suck, don't say anything. I suck, I'm terrible. Even people that were really good at like racing games and GP games and GT games, and you know what I'm saying, like sim racers online that obviously know what they're doing. When they're playing this game, they're like, oh, I suck, I'm a noob. And when I first got into it in the Red Bull Rookies, I was really struggling to the point where, some games are challenging and other games are like, you're like, this effing sucks, man, this is stupid, I don't even want to play this, what a waste of money, right? This was like getting into that second category. I was not liking it at all. So eventually we moved up to the Moto 3, and I blame myself. Mea culpa, yo. I wasn't doing the development programs. And the development programs are how you improve the bike, and how you improve the bike is like, look at this, man. We couldn't do this in Red Bull Rookies. We couldn't do that. I mean, I'm still not there yet. I still got a ways to go. But I didn't have that kind of control over the bike. So, yeah, where it's at is do the development programs when you do a race weekend and build the bike. It'll make you so much faster, and then the faster you get, the better you finish, and then the more resource points you get, like XP, to improve yourself. So you put those two together, and I mean, I totally sympathize with what people were saying about like, oh, I'm a noob, I suck. Because it was so hard, it was like not even fun. Like, this is just dumb, and I don't want to do this. But I stuck with it. And it's one of those things that if I would have done the tutorial, I could have saved myself all that drama. But whatevs, I didn't. So I did the development programs this weekend, and it looks like we're in about, well, I can tell you exactly what we're in. We are in, of course it doesn't do. Oh, game. We're in about P7. And we qualified on pole. We did well in testing, and we qualified on pole. It looks like it's in slow-mo. I don't think it is, but it looks like it is. Yeah, it's a little better. And I don't know, first lap, yeah, I'd say around about the first lap. We got passed by like 7 or 8 riders. And just spent the rest of the race trying to fight off the train and trying to get caught up. Now that little section right there, man, I'm really kind of frustrated by this replay because there's stuff I want to show you, but there's a little rhythm section, like turn 3, turn 4 maybe, there's a little rhythm section, and it's just a fast, like, what would it be? It would be a left, right, and if you get the right rhythm there, well, I wouldn't say that you're good. Let me put it another way. If you get the wrong rhythm there, if you screw up that section, your lap is gone. You're not going to have a good lap. So I think lap 1 and lap 2, I kind of bobbled that rhythm section, and that's what put me so far back. But then I just gradually, you know what I'm saying? I got that tenacity, that tenaciousness, they say. And I just gradually, like, fought my way back. Let's hop to a different camera. We've seen enough of this. I like the TV coverage, but I don't like that it constantly jumps to, is it this one? Yeah, nice view. I don't like that it constantly jumps to that handlebar cam. That's no good. So, I'm also tuning the bike more. When we get to a race weekend, I'm still using auto tune at the moment. Not auto tune, you know what I'm talking about. I'm still using auto tune, and what I'm doing is really paying attention to all the things that it recommends, and then telling it, yeah, go ahead and do that. And you can either accept and have it happen automatically, not automatically, but like you can say yes, do that, or you can say no, I'll do that manually, or you can say no, neither. You know, I don't want nothing. So we're coming up to start finish. So I'll show you that little rhythm section. It's nice, man. It's fast, but it takes me. It's an 8-lap race, and I'd say it's probably lap 5, lap 6 before I really start to get comfortable. And obviously, you can see I'm still struggling with the apex, but better. I'd say better. Bonk. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting better. Right, so, oh yeah, then everybody goes past me. I think I'm back to like P12 at this point. But, check it, I'll show you that rhythm section. And also, as far as tuning the bike, one of the, not tuning, but developing the bike, one of the things that I developed was my brakes. And check this out. Suckers! So, yeah, that's where it's at, is developing the bike. Okay, so here's this little rhythm section. So, this first right is not really part of it, but it sort of is. This is more of a sweeper. And then you go over this little rise here. We'll see if I do it good this time. But it's like... Right? See what I'm saying? And you just gotta kind of bobble past. But if you can nail that, it's like... Well, like I said earlier, it's not that it makes your lap, but if you don't nail that, your lap is done. So I just gradually kind of chip away. And, I mean, spoiler alert, you saw we do get back to first. Moment. Yeah, sending text. We do get back to first. You saw that, so it's not like I'm giving anything away, but... Again, when I qualified on pole, I was like, oh, I'm going to jack the AI. This is too easy now. But it's not, man. I really had to focus and kind of keep my wits about me to just gradually, like, reel these fools back in. And I think I'd make the final pass, like, for second and then up to first. Like, the two riders, it's Aaron Canay again and somebody else whose name I can't remember, but they're like just running side by side. And when I get past both of them, almost at the same time, I want to say it's on the final lap. Yeah, I didn't have this kind of control in the Red Bull rookies, and this is far from perfect, but it is such an improvement over how I was riding. Look at that! Oh my goodness. It's like I almost know what I'm doing, almost. Still feel like this is slow-mo. Why does it look so slow, man? I guess that's pretty fast. Alright. So yeah, I was gonna jack the AI. Maybe I'll take it up a little bit, but it's I still got a ways to go in this game. I do like it though. Yeah, same thing right here. Just massive late braking. Almost into that like OP category. Like, that ain't right, you know? That's not possible. Let me see how I do this time. It's tricky, man, because it's so weird with the bike that you have to begin your entry so early. You know, to get it leaned down versus a car, which I'm so used to driving in race sims. a car where you just, you can. I know people say you flick a bike, and you do flick a bike, but getting that weight down takes a second. Versus just, turning the front wheels in a race car. So I do feel like the entry points need to be. Wow, I said this going back to Red Bull rookies. Like it's like you need to throw the bike just into space. Like you're throwing it into the turn before there is a turn. Donk. And I don't know how I feel about that. I've got the realism cranked up pretty high, but I don't know that you could do that in real life. In fact, I know that you couldn't do that in real life. You'd wad up both of you. You know what I'm saying? Because the front of your front tire is spinning down, and the back of their rear tire is spinning up. You'd wad both of you up. You know what I'm saying. You crash you both out. It's getting better, man. Well, except for that part. But other than that, it's getting better. And I'm definitely enjoying it a lot more. That's the most important thing. Me having a good time is what's critical. So, but I will take the AI up a little bit. I don't want to make it too easy, and I don't want to just get first for the rest of the season. That's no fun. It's no fun, and it's not accurate because I'm not that good yet. So I'll crank it a little bit. Podium, I'll take a podium, but I don't want to. I don't want to just race against some potato AI. But this was fun, man. I really enjoyed this race because I was really having to concentrate and really having to remember everything that I had kind of learned in the development program. I do still struggle. I'm going to start that sentence all over again from the very beginning. I do still struggle with, they tell you what the ideal line is, and they say it's the ideal line, but then I feel sometimes like my line, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, the thing that would make sense is I learned to do it their way because their line is better, but then I feel like my line is faster. And I guess what that means is my line is faster because when I try to ride their line, I do it wrong, if that makes sense. So my line's not really faster, it's just faster than me riding the proper line badly. Which I guess means I'm just riding my own line. Like my line is the proper line badly. Whatever. It's late here. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That's a little better. That's a little mo better. I also got to give myself some kudos because now this is typically the time in a race where I would get real dumb. Like, oh, I'm not getting any closer to the, I want to say that's third, second, and first up in front of me. But I'm not getting any closer. I'm gonna push way beyond my abilities, and then I just instantly wad it up. I think, yeah. So there's a long. Is it this one? Let's see, this one or the next one? Oh, Apex. I think I'm making some time here. This is that long, 1 kilometer straight. So I make up some time here. Yeah, because we're probably 5 or 6 laps in. Maybe 4 or 5. But I do start catching these fools up, and that's totally focusing for me. As soon as that happens, I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. Because I kind of resigned myself to 4th, whatever. I'll take the points. And then I was like, maybe I bump this guy off in the back. Maybe I get a podium. Okay, great. I'll take the podium. And then it just kind of all came together. So that means, yeah, we're coming up on the start-finish, but that means this will be probably lap 6, lap 7. But this will be one where I finally get that rhythm section really, really kind of dialed. This has me looking forward to Moto 2 and MotoGP though. I was, I'd say, a bit intimidated when I was in the Red Bull Rookies and I was really struggling. I was a bit intimidated about getting on a monster leader bike. All right. Yeah, that's not right. That's not fair. Something's going on there. I guess. Well, I mean, you can build your bike any way you want, and I have put some focus into braking, but you see what I'm getting at. But then I don't know, I mean, because I eventually passed the AI. I eventually passed for first on the final lap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, pretty good. I do eventually pass on the final lap. So it's one of those things. I mean, if the AI was any stiffer, I probably would not have got a podium. And is that good or bad? You know, does that make sense? Like, it's almost like I don't deserve a podium yet. I'm still riding a little too sloppy, a little too chaotic. Like, I should pay my dues a little longer before I start finishing that well. So we'll see. I'll crank the AI a little bit, and we'll see how we do next week. If I go back to like 21st next week, then maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it where it was. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a great thing about these games is you can just kind of do whatever you want, you know? And if everything goes completely tits up on you, just delete your profile and start again. In fact, I thought about, if I wasn't recording this, I would start again because I didn't do enough of those development programs when I was in Red Bull Rookies. I wish I would have. I could have really leveled up my character well before we got to Moto 3, which would have been the smart thing to do. And I may also have got a better offer when I went to Moto 3. But whatever. Live and learn, man. Living and learning. You know how we do. Oh. Something about a good Apex it just feels so good. Feels so right. Not a good Apex. Oh. Where's he going? Where's Wilbur going? Right. I think this may be last lap. This guy. Pass him on the ripple strips. DGAF. I'm passing you, son. Yeah, I think this is last lap. Yeah, I think it is. Because I want to say I take a big bite out of these guys right here going into turn 1. Yeah. This is lap 7. Lap 7 of 8. Yeah, as time went on, as the race went on, I started to like this little section more and more. You know, the other thing I could do. Okay. I hadn't thought about that. You know, the other thing I could do is leave the AI where it is and jack the realism a little bit more. You know. There he goes. This guy is just, he's my nemesis, man. He's my scourge. My rival. But he don't have them brakes I got. So yeah, this is lap 7, so we're coming up on final lap. and some fireworks, and then we'll call it an episode. Yep, I feel like I got that one down eventually. One turn at a time, one corner at a time, I feel like I was putting this track together. But there's so many of them. I mean, like, all these tracks are different than what's in the Red Bull Rookies, and I assume Moto2 and MotoGP are different as well, or no, maybe? I want to say the upper classes all run the same circuit. Maybe not, though. Or maybe like MotoGP and Moto2 run the same circuit, same weekend. Like same calendar, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, these tracks are all different than the tracks that I learned for the first 2 seasons we did. And I'm curious if we're going to need to learn more tracks when we get into Moto2 and MotoGP. Not that I mind, but it's just, it's challenging, you know? Right. This is it, man. Where's David Hobbs yelling about final lap? I know David Hobbs is Formula One, not MotoGP, but he's one of my favorite announcers. I love when he get all crazy and start yelling, "Oh, suckers!" Although I think I slow down a little bit more than I need to there. But my line through that turn is all not good. All right, way up the apex. But, oh, yeah, not so much. It's tough, man. Yeah, see, and you bobble that line and instantly get past, which I really like. I feel like the AI in this game is pretty good. I know AI is really tricky in race sims, but I feel like this is not bad. It's working for me. Oh, everybody passing me. Everybody passing Wilbur. It's going to be all right, though. Yeah, I don't know what the threshold is to wreck yourself. I know I've wrecked myself plenty of times, but I don't know why. Like, sometimes I get wrecked and other times I don't. I don't know what the difference is. Why it happens sometimes and other times it doesn't. I think I try to get a little slipstream on this gangster. A little slipstreaming. Oh yeah. And I just got to keep it together for a couple turns. And we got ourselves another first place. Not the smoothest. Not the smoothest. But progress, yo. Definite progress, which I'm always happy about. Right. So we'll take a look at the leaderboard for the championship and call it an episode. Is that it? Start finish. There it is. Fantastic. Right. So we want to go back. There it is. Proceed. There you go. Oh, look at that. We jump up to 3rd. We're 11 points back. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of MotoGP 18. And we will see you next time. Take care now.